My name is Kubo. I look after my mother mostly. What was Father like?
He was just like you. Strong and so handsome.
Ugh, Mother.
I grew up on the west coast of America in Oregon, and when I was 8 years old, I took my first trip to Japan with my father, and it was really unlike anything that I'd ever experienced before. It was so unlike growing up in Oregon. You know, just everything from the buildings, the architecture, the art and the music and the food, the style of dress, the comic books, the movies, the TV shows, and I was completely captivated by it. I was utterly in its thrall, and that experience over 30 years ago really did begin a lifelong love affair with this beautiful transcendent art from this great culture. And it's something that I've loved since I was a kid. I brought home a whole bag full of manga comic books when I was a kid, even though I couldn't read the language, but there was something that was so evocative about the imagery and the clarity of the visual storytelling. You could follow along even though, you know, from an American reader reading backwards and with a language you didn't understand, it was still really powerful. And then I remember getting translations of Lone Wolf and Cub when I was younger, and I absolutely love that story.
We've been looking for you for so long.
A filmmaker, you know, living of the last half century that hasn't been directly or indirectly inspired by Kurosawa, and you see a lot of that in this film as well. And then Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli. You know, in a lot of ways, I like to think of Laika as a kindred spirit to Ghibli, and that the kinds of fantasies that we explore, the kind of deep meaning that we like to give to our films, and the kind of respect that we have for the intelligence of our audience. I was inspired by, you know, Ghibli for years, and we hope that we can carry on that tradition here at Laika.